My name is Lani. I was born in the city. Its noises, neon lights, and crowded trains are all I've ever known. I speak its language fluently, laugh at its jokes, and move through its streets like I belong here. But at home, everything changes. At home, my mother calls me with words that don't exist in my school books. She cooks dishes that smell like somewhere I've never been and scolds me when I forget to bow to my uncle. The pictures on our wall are from a land I've never walked, and the stories she tells at dinner are from a childhood I didn't live. I am the child of immigrants, born here but raised on the edge. When I was younger, I tried so hard to be normal. I asked my mom not to pack the lunches that made my classmates stare. I begged her to speak the local language when she picked me up, to wear jeans instead of her embroidered dress. I wanted to blend in. I didn't want to be that girl with the weird food and weird family. She smiled and said, "One day, you'll understand." I didn't. As I got older, the pull between two worlds grew stronger. At home, I was too modern, too outspoken, too disobedient. Outside, I was too foreign, too ethnic, too not quite from here. I changed my name on group chats, I straightened my hair, I laughed at jokes I didn't find funny just to avoid being labeled sensitive. But it never worked. I was always, almost. I watched my parents work endlessly. 2 jobs, late nights, no holidays. They never complained. They just said, "We do this so you can have a better life." But sometimes, I wanted to scream. What if my idea of a better life is different from yours? They wanted me to be grateful. I was. But I also wanted to be free. I started writing poems in secret, about hyphenated lives, about names that get mispronounced, about the shame I never asked for. I wrote about sitting in a classroom where history skipped over people like us, about watching TV shows where families like mine only exist as side characters or jokes. And then one day, I read one of my poems out loud at school. People clapped, some even cried. I went home terrified. My mother had always warned, "Don't bring shame to the family." But that night, she sat beside me in silence, then asked gently, "Did they listen?" "Yes," I whispered. She looked at me with tired eyes and said, "Then maybe it's time they hear our story too." That was the first time I felt both of my worlds take a step toward each other. I'm still learning how to balance the weight of two cultures, how to carry tradition without letting it crush me, how to move forward without forgetting who came before me. Some days I still feel like I'm living on a fence, feet dangling on both sides. But now, I don't see the fence as a barrier, I see it as a bridge.